Today we're visiting Manila. I arrived at my friend's house after a 2-hour ride from Angeles, Pampanga to Makati Metro, Manila. So, of course, first things first, the pasalubong. So, what is a pasalubong? Pasalubong is a gift or souvenir given to a friend or relative by a person who has returned from a trip or arrived for a visit. Here's Ben's cutting the merienda.
Hossein. It's actually one of my favorite beds.
Pasalubong top tip. Give something that your place of origin is popular for.
It's good.
And then we were off to Mega Mall in Mandaluyong City. Oh, and this is what Grab cars look like now. There's a clear barrier between the driver and the passengers. Pre-pandemic, it would take us an hour from Makati to Mega Mall in Mandaluyong, but today we got there in 20 minutes. The hassle of the pandemic, or the handling of the pandemic, is still real though. There, they're gonna ask you if you already have Manda track. And then on this desk right here, you're gonna scan the code and then register yourself. Look at the hassle this is. To give you an idea of what happens here, there are some establishments that will have you fill out a tracking form that looks like a raffle ticket. And then some stores will have you fill out a logbook. And now this mall has moved to electronic, but instead of filling out one form and scanning your QR code whenever you enter a store, you fill out a form on the app every time you enter a store. And so it's very inconvenient and it wastes a lot of time. But this is mandated by the government, so but we just can't dwell on these things and let it deter us from having a great time. So we just gotta let it go and just get milk tea. Number 1. Thank you. This is a video. Oh. Hello, we're vloggers. Hi. This is my Iranian friend. She is very single.
Meet my friend.
And I am the mama san. In the recent years, milk tea has been big in the Philippines. Tiger Sugar from Taiwan is one of the more popular brands. After getting milk tea, we were off to our next activity. We're on a search for Andok
Lechon baka.
This is the second Andoks we've got.
So the
Andoks!
I don't know why we're doing this.
Alright, before we went on that adventure though, encountering here the next letdown of Manila. Unfortunately, Manila is known for its bad taxi drivers. The first one here asked us for a flat rate and refused to use the meter. And the second one said he prefers to be driving in a different location, not to our destination. But just as there are bad eggs, there are good eggs too. So off we go. If you must know, lechon baka is roast beef, and it's a new and limited food item from Andok's. Andok's being a popular roasted chicken place. So, me and Benz, we just started talking about it, and we both haven't tried it, and now we're looking for it. Pag may pila,
May baka.
pag may pila,
May baka.
we finally got our lechon baka on the third Andoks. After that, we were off to Greenbelt 5. This is at 7:30 p.m. and pre-pandemic it would be really crowded, but today, and because of the pandemic, it's kind of empty. We decided to have a Persian dinner at Gilak by Hossein.
Remove ko na lang yung test. Thank you.
Thank you. Garlic sauce. Potatoes,
Yeah.
beef.
This is the lamb.
Okay.
So what he did, Mr. Hossein, he had it split into two.
Okay.
The order, because it's a lot of rice. This is actually the one I said good for one person. It's actually a lot. So he split it into two.
I see. So this is just one order. So I have the lamb under the rice here.
I'm asking for butter, because usually we add butter on the rice.
Okay.
And sumak is like fried lamb.
Okay.
We put on top of the rice in kebab. In Iran, all kebab restaurants have sumak. Also here, but you have to ask because it's actually expensive. Not all Persian restaurants have it.
Okay.
This is garlic sauce and other sauces if you want to try it. I think this one is a bit spicier cheese.
I really enjoyed the food and the cranberry shake at Gilak. Definitely a place worth visiting. I'm happy we had dinner here, even if this meant I had to postpone testing the lechon baka for the next morning. Now let's judge the lechon baka. My honest opinion, the lechon baka, microwaved on its own, nothing added, no salt added, no oil. It just seems bland for me. This, on the other hand, which is the lechon baka, fried, gets a thumbs up. Thanks, Tita Bevs, for frying it for breakfast. So technically, this is tapa, so you have to decide whether the price point is okay. To give you an idea, it's 350 pesos for 400 grams of beef, and then the beef shrinks when cooked, so maybe you're gonna lose 50 grams, not so sure. But let's say it does. So 350 pesos to 350 grams. Is that an okay price? Please let me know. Now on to the day. We took an e-trike going to Cash and Carry Mall. Look at us being environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
For me, Cash and Carry is the best discount mall in Metro Manila. We first went to the grocery to get Princess, Benzie's cat, her expensive cat food. This is Princess. Once upon a time, Benz fed Princess the expensive wet food. From then on, Princess didn't want anything to do with the cheap cat food. The end. 27 yung gulay, itong mga hayop. Hayop talaga eh. We handed over the groceries to Benzie's adorable mom. And then we were off to our own shopping. I knew Cash and Carry because of the stores that carry inexpensive branded scents and lotions. But it's got more than that. It also houses a few footwear outlet stores where you can get footwear for big discounts. Asan? And then we headed over to Tipsy in BGC for lunch. Here's
Pudding be crispy. This is the pulled pork on the side. This is the lechon kawali, I think. Yeah, it should be lechon kawali. That's the sauce for the lechon kawali. French beans at the side and grilled corn.
After that absolutely delightful lunch, we walked to High Street, passing by the Padre Burgos Circle. Underneath the Padre Burgos Circle is an underground drainage detention structure, a catch basin, with a diameter of 72 meters and stands as high as a 5-story building. It can hold as much as 22 million liters of water. This makes BGC flood-free even in strong typhoons. A quick history. In 1902, Bonifacio Global City was part of a multi-hectare portion of Taguig that the United States government acquired and operated as a military base. It was then called Fort McKinley after U.S. President William McKinley. Fort McKinley was turned over to the Philippine government in 1949, and in 1957 it was made the permanent headquarters of the Philippine Army. It was renamed Fort Bonifacio after Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution against Spain. In 2003, Ayala Incorporated and Evergreen Holdings Incorporated entered into a partnership with the Bases Conversion Development Authority to help shape and develop Bonifacio Global City. I worked in an office in BGC from 2010 to 2017, and it was beautiful then, but has definitely improved so much now. I am in awe of how beautiful the Philippines can be if developed by the right minds. Bye for now, Manila. See you again soon.